All right. Happy Tuesday, everybody. And if you're joining me on the VOD or on YouTube, appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a good day, regardless of what day of the week it is. All right, so let's get into it. Play one or two songs we're familiar with to get warmed up. Then we'll continue our crusade through the no plays and re-downloads. All right, let's get going. Yeah, not too bad, especially for our first song of the day. And hey, Princess, wonderful to see you. Hope you're doing well. Ruben, fantastic to see you as well. Hope you're both having a good Tuesday. Appreciate you making me a part of it. Let's see if my new... No hand cam position doesn't cut off score. Nice. Glad to hear you've both been doing well. Yeah, no complaints here. We're just at the start of week 2 of the new job, and 0 complaints, because it's going as expected, and it seems to be a decent gig, so Glad to hear that life has been treating you both well as well. So I do want to do one or two more songs just to finish mentally switching gears into nostalgia. Then we'll get going on requests. See, we've already got one from Princess. Much obliged. In addition to Rupin and Princess, I see we have a few other folks joining in. We did just go live, so for anyone that might be new to the stream, first off, wonderful to have you here. But also, please don't be afraid to ask any questions. A huge part of why I stream is to help folks either get into these games or just get more involved in the music game community. Let's see. Oh, nice! Good work, Rupin! It's such good production from Mr. T, but, you know, no surprise there either. But yeah, Rupin, fantastic work! Especially for Waxing and Wanding, because, yeah, that's OG Cardinal Gate. Good stuff. Minor PB. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. I know that, Princess is likely asking for Bad Santa, if I'm looking at that emote correctly. Emotes come in super small on my dash. Yeah, alright. So we'll do one more, just get a little bit more warmed up, because I know that that's an 8, and we've been close to FCing it. So I want to give that a decent shot. So we'll do one more to finish mentally switching gears for the day. And we'll get going on the queue. Yeah, let's go with the Matsumi. Close to the S, we're at 92. Let's see if we can bump that up. Appreciate the hype, Princess. Love it. Yeah, that song is super tricky. Just so much sub-rhythm shuffling. Good stuff, though, because, again, it's Matsumi. And hey! Hypertile, wonderful to see you! Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Appreciate you saying hi. More importantly, hope life's been treating you well. It's been a bit since we've crossed paths, at least in stream chat anyways. But good to see you. Oof, yeah, way far off PB, but... yeah, that was more rhythmic shuffling than anything else. Such good stuff, though. Wonderful to hear, Hyper. And yeah, Sour Please for sure, Princess. Like, there's a couple artists in Nostalgia that I've become really big fans of, and Matsumi is definitely up there. That and Red Glasses, and, of course, Madashi, too. Alright. Let's give Santa a shot, 'cause, that's a decent 8 for us to cut our chops on. And, because it's one of our first requests in the queue. There it is. Yeah, we've been super close to the FC on this. Not bad at all. And Princess, much obliged for the request. Yeah, it's unfortunate about Akuda and, a few other folks that have left, but, I mean, it seems to just be, Bimani as usual, or more accurately, Konami as usual. And yeah, like, I know that the song has gotten memed a little bit, because, in terms of, like, quote-unquote holiday music, what the heck is this? But technically speaking, like, yeah, it's a really solid chart. I'm actually surprised I do as well as I've done on the Expert the few times that I've played it, and yeah, as an 8, like, it's not a whole lot of sub-rhythm shuffling, just a lot of, like, really good accurate placement. Much obliged for that. Alright, so before we jump into more, again, thank you all for being here, whether you're in chat, lurking and vibing, or if you're with me on the VOD or on YouTube. Appreciate you making me a part of your day. And if there's anybody new to the stream, because we did go live relatively recently, first off, wonderful to have you here. But also, please don't be afraid to ask any questions. A huge part of why I stream is to help folks either get into these games or just get more involved with the music game community. So we don't have any other requests in the queue at the moment, so we're going to continue going through all of our no plays and re-downloads. Because then once we've done a complete lap of the game, so to say, then we'll start pushing into expert and harder stuff. But for now, we're just playing tunes and chilling. I believe we're around the N's and T's, I believe. Yeah, I remember this from last time. So. Right around tag. Okay. Alrighty. So next, not immediately remembering this, but we've played the normal at some point. Let's get to it. I'll probably remember it as soon as we actually get into it, too. No points to request a song, otherwise I would. I mean, there is that 50-point song request, so, help folks out every stream, and, the 500 additionals are, 500 for a reason. It's still wonderful to have you here, though, Princess. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not immediately recognizing that. It's got Tran on the jacket art. So I feel like that's something I should know. Also, Princess, I know that you might be short on Hexa, but if there was something you were going to request, what would that be? Feel free to toss it in chat. And hey, Ashra! Wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I'm going to very quickly look that up, because that's not ringing any bells. Let's see. Piano arrangement of Trill off G, the 2DX representative for a... Alright, so it was part of a 2019 crossover event. Okay. And that was... Rootage. Yeah, so that was after my time, because I'm familiar with 2DX up to Cinnobuzz, and then any of, like, the, events that happened after that, like, I'm really unfamiliar with. Okay. Huh. Neat. Glad you're having a good Tuesday, Ashura. And yeah, it is Riddich Rupin. Alrighty. So yeah, we'll do Drive-In Sunday next for Ashura, and then yeah, we can do Lemon Tree Princess. Yeah, that song is delightful. It's actually one of the earlier story mode unlocks for Nostalgia 1. So I've actually got some good memories with that, because I actually remember getting that initially. It's She Is on the Lemon Tree. Yeah, we'll do Drive-In Sunday first for Ashura, then we'll go say hi to that song. So Drive-In Sunday original 4611. Such a good send-up to the Genesis and to Outrun.
Get ready.
That song is so happy. Hope they get the retro Castlevania. Ooh, yeah, that would be super fun too, Ashura. Much obliged for that. That song is such a bop. Huh. Part of my dash isn't properly loading. 1 second while we F5. Sinus nostalgia one. No, I think they might have changed it so that the streamer can't do channel point requests anymore. It's hilarious. Huh. Means it's going to be trickier for me to toss stuff in the queue on other people's behalf. But that's a me problem. For now, though, Princess was also asking for She Is on the Lemon Tree. And again, absolutely adorable song from Nostalgia 1's story mode. But yeah, getting some Castlevania in general, not even just like Castlevania adjacent, would be pretty amazing, Ashura. And hey, Tawali! Wonderful to see you! Appreciate the well wishes, hope you're having a good week. Nice. Such a cute song. And I meant to get the link for that in chat, just for your own reference, Princess. But yeah, just Lemon Tree, like, that'll be fine, because there's not a whole lot of songs with a similar title. Yeah, super cute song from the first Nostalgia. Much obliged for the suggestion. Ashra, hope I can get into playing the game soon. Commit to multiple. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the only reason you don't see me, like, also doing, like, Gitadora and GP is just I don't have the proper time to dedicate to all of them. And, you know, there's also a reason that I don't have all of the DC for Pop and Lively, because that's more, like, for funsies and just wanting to support Konaste clients in general. So, Lambo might get the Michael all-in-one pack. Yeah, the recent bundles that they've had have been kind of interesting, and also a good idea, I think. Also, Lambo, wonderful to see you. Hope you and Moonbow and Arrow are doing well. Appreciate you stopping by. Alright. Nothing else in the queue at the moment, so let's continue the no play and re-download crusade while we get our next song lined up. Reminder, it's half past the hour, so we got about 30 minutes before the hour, so roughly 30 before we take our next stretch break. And again, appreciate you all being here, whether you're in chat, working and vibing, or if you've been with me on the VOD or on YouTube. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you making me a part of your day. Ooh. I feel like I should remember this, and I'm not. Let's get into it. Especially with the fantastic for us always exchange rate. Yeah, that is true too. Asher would be cool if they did a discount. Konami wanting to save the consumer money? That's a good one. Glad to hear you and Moonbow are doing well, Lambo. Alright, as we get this song up again, if you are new to the stream, first off, wonderful to have you here. But also, please don't be afraid to ask any questions. A huge part of why I stream is to help folks either get into these games or just get more involved with the music game community. Also, if you do want to request a song, just hit the hexagon near chat, and even if you're not sure with what's in the game, don't let that stop you. I faintly remember that. Interesting stuff. Right, because you were in the that Tetris Effect tournament. Best of luck, Lambo. Although I'm sure you don't really need it. It's I'm trying to remember. Is it classic versus or is it effect mode versus? Also, Welcome everyone. So we have a bunch of folks that might have joined in over that last song. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're all having a good Tuesday or perhaps a Wednesday morning, depending on your part of the globe. Well, we can definitely do Hallelujah. Before I forget, I meant to update the tags on the stream because we have custom tags now and keep meaning to get some of the Japanese hashtags on there. Let's fix that real quick. Oh, excellent. Looks like it retained them. I was worried OBS accidentally wiped them. Wunderbar. Okay. Protect classic zone. Okay. Yeah, I thought you were... I knew you weren't in the mode. I just wasn't sure what type of score attack. Best of luck. Alright, so for Hallelujah, that's... Oh, that's weird. I have 2 entries for Fallen Leaves. That's not quite right. Give me a split second, because I can actually figure out what that's supposed to be and fix that real quick. See, I have Evans before. Right, we accidentally took out Far East Nightbird. Right. 1 second, folks. Just fixing an error on the list. There we go. Sorry about that. I knew that was one of those things, if I didn't grab it now, I'd forget about it later. Alright, anyways, now for Hallelujah, that's default 3610. Sorry for the delay on that, and Lambo, much obliged. Good stuff. Dice match. Modern score. Alright. subscribers are good. Yeah, that's one reason. NES Tetris. I mean, yeah, there's still an active competition scene for that. Hey, Cuvelia! Wonderful to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that Tetris game for Dreamcast, weird 3D looking monkey. I'm not immediately remembering that. Is that the mini Tetris where it's scaling the tower, or am I just misremembering what title that is? Let's see, City of Mirrors. If I remember correctly, this is Osamu Kubota? Yeah, with the really interesting vocal line. Right. You know, 681. Yeah, wonderful to see you, Cuvelia. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, vocal line on this is so interesting. Let's be brave. Much better than I expected. Much obliged for that, Cuvelia. Excuse me, no, Noctile's definitely tricked one. Yeah. Also, Jamage, wonderful to see you. And, yeah, I'm not sure in regards to, like, my favorite Tetris game, but, Tetrisphere, albeit not really a Tetris game, is absolutely up there. Tetrisphere is amazing. Again, Cuvelia, much obliged for that request. It's been a little bit since we've last played that. Such a good entry from Kubota, and again, really atypical vocal line in that. And just making sure I didn't forget Jamich. Wonderful to see you as well. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Right. Well, let's continue on the re-downloaded no play quest. Pretty excited because we're just about halfway through, possibly even more. Then we'll at that point start going after expert charts and really pushing ourselves. Let's see. There we are. Ooh, I'm guessing this is Tchaikovsky. Yes, yes it is. Nice. Let's go. I'm guessing Sugar Plum Fairies? I could be wrong, though. Tournament might tone down how much you play Tetris. Like in Tetrisphere, normal. I mean, Tetrisphere is amazing. I know Jamage has been doing some apple peeling for a while now. Nice. A little upset about that combo drop, but yeah, that's fine. We'll get that eventually. All right, in just about 15 or 10 minutes before the hour, roughly that before we take our first stretch break. And again, appreciate you all being here, whether you've been saying hi in chat, lurking and vibing, or if you've been with me on the VOD or on YouTube. Really do appreciate it. And again, if there is anyone new to the stream, wonderful to have you here, but also please don't be afraid to ask any questions. A huge part of why I stream is helping folks either get into these games or just get more involved with the music game community. Alright, so let's continue on with the no plays and read downloads. Looks like we've got a couple more Tchaikovskys ahead of us. Probably for all from the Nutcracker. Yeah, looks that way. Alright, onwards and upwards. Hey, Eladre! Wonderful to see you! Hope you're doing well. So after we dip into Tchaikovsky here, we'll duck out for a heck of an anthem. Wonderful to see you, though. Hope you've been well. Nice. Yellow, doing fine. Waste my entire afternoon binging anime. I mean, some might say that's a waste. Others, a fine use of personal time. I'm not going to comment. Ooh, much better than I was expecting, at least in terms of recital score. Very nice. Excellent. All right. Up next, Yolandre is asking for what arguably could be a mascot song for Gitadora. Client, thank you. Such a good song. Ooh, no, it's something hard yet? We are at 91. I'm not sure if we'll bump this up, but won't happen if we don't try. Yeah, all of those rapid repeateds, it's so easy to either be really early or really late, and not be able to quite correct. Such a good song, though. Much obliged, Yoladre. Ooh, asking if there's any shows I like. I'm not a huge anime fan, just mainly because I am not a fan of either filler or fan service, which kills 90% of anime in the past decade. One of the anime I always recommend to folks is Kaiji. Absolutely love Kaiji. Not quite 2 decades, but we're getting there, Astra. Fan service is essential. No, it's not. It's just an excuse and a cop-out. No, thank you. Right, so got about 5 minutes for the hour, maybe 2, 3 more songs before we take that first break. Let's see. Let's do one more Tchaikovsky. And then we'll go with one of the other Bimanis for the no downloads. Getting the robots, that's all the enemy I've got. I mean, Evangelion is an experience. I don't want to say that it's good, but I don't want to say it's not bad either. Excellent. I was worried we were going to stray a little too far off rhythm, because we're having a little trouble keeping on beat there. Good stuff. Also, yes, you, Audrey. Delicious Rice is in here. The Bimani Academy songs are all in Nostalgia. Experience is an understatement. Yeah, I know. Whew. Yeah, I had such a hard time locking in on timing for them. Surprised we didn't have more than 4 goods. Ooh, 60/9 for slow fast. That's not surprising. Nice. Made for music smoking. Experience this second and I avoid so much cure for it, or its deleterious health effects. Oof. Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. And again, there's a reason I don't really watch anime. Right. Let's see. So Asher's asking for Goodbye Summer. Yoladi's asking for Delicious Rice. Let's do one more before we take our first stretch break. It's been a while since we've played Rice, so yeah, we'll play that. And then once we come back from the break, we'll jump into Goodbye Summer. Absolutely love this, because, I mean, it's Asaki in 96 just being a bunch of dorks. Like, what's not to love? Good song. I was watching Toonami in the late 2000s or the late 90s. Yeah, I know that's the case for a lot of folks. After that, less and less interesting. Yeah, like, cause again, like a lot of the anime that like friends want to show me, it's just like, hey, here's the bajillion thing that has a bunch of filler, a bunch of fan service, wildly varies in animation quality, and is yet another bunch of high school kids doing something unusual. Yeah, no thanks. Much obliged for the request, Eladre. Yeah, we'll do one more, and then we'll take our first break. So I knew Asher was asking for Goodbye Summer. It's kind of one of the reasons why I like Kaiji so much. In addition to having an amazing story, no fan service, no filler, and it's just good story. Let's see. Goodbye Summer is 9 through 610. More 96, no complaints from me. Nice! Take that, FC. Just catching up on chat. No beach episode? Kaiji is not that kind of anime. If you're interested in watching it, don't look it up more than you need to, because the overall plot, a guy with really bad luck, gets into debt, and then gets into literal life and death gambling to try to get out of it. And the crux of the show is the reveal of the gambling situations he's in, him trying to figure out loopholes, setbacks, etc. The more you know about it, the more you're going to weaken the experience of watching it. But yeah, no beach episode. Alright, and Asher, much obliged. Yeah, I couldn't enter requests earlier either. I was having trouble. Good to hear it's other folks, because I did completely reload my dashboard. And I do see that test request, Yoladre. I'll quickly refund that. See, I wonder if something might have been up with channel points. I'll reload my dash and see if I can submit again. One moment. Yeah, I still can't submit requests, which is a bit odd. Out of curiosity, Jamich, are you able to? So I'm wondering if it has to do with mods or with roles within the community. Huh, interesting. I wonder, did my quest options get reset? 1 second, I'm gonna very quickly check the literal options on them. Yep, require a review to enter text. Okay. Yeah, the settings on them should be all set. That's really bizarre. Huh. Alright. But, with that, it is a couple minutes past the hour. Well, actually, about 5 past at this point. So we are due to take our first stretch break. So, maybe it's been a while since you've last stood up, walked around, got some water. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I invite you to join me. And remember, folks, if there's someone that you haven't heard from in a while, even just a simple message of, hey, how are you doing? Could be a world of difference. So please be sure that you're checking in on the folks that you care about. I'll see all of you wonderful folks in 180 seconds. All right, welcome back, everybody. Before we jump into more songs and shenanigans, again, thank you so much for being here. Whether you've been saying hi in chat, lurking and vibing, or if you've been with me on the VOD or on YouTube, I really do appreciate you making me a part of your day. And for anybody that might be new to the stream, wonderful to have you here. But also, please don't be afraid to ask any questions. A huge part of why I stream is to help folks either get into these games or just get more involved with the music game community. So up next, we've got our request from Euladre for Super Summer Sale. And I know just before the break, some folks, myself included, were having trouble with channel points. If that's still the case, please let me know in chat, because I'm kind of curious about that. So let's see, Summer Sales would be money 7 to 11. A little bit rustier on the left hand than I would have preferred. Not bad, though. Much obliged for that, Yaladre. And, yeah, I know some folks are having trouble, myself included, so something's going on Twitch's side. But if you do want to request something and you're having trouble, feel free to just mention it in chat. Also, Yaladre, in regards to piano, like, that is the majority of the nostalgia soundtrack, because, you know, piano. But there are some songs that don't. I'd say Drive-In Sunday, which Asher mentioned, is probably one of the best examples. There's a couple others as well where it's more like either a chiptune or fake bit. But yeah, the vast majority is piano. I want to say it could literally be in like the single-digit percentiles. There's another one that's on the chiptune side of things. I believe it's an original? I don't think it's story. I'm gonna very quickly check. I know it's around this section of the catalog. The title, it's like Robot or something similar. I'll know the jacket as soon as I see it. Yeah, there's Drive-In Sunday. Where's this stupid thing? Wait, is it story? Could have sworn it was original. Is it actually a story song? It is! Huh. Robotip Factory. Yeah, this is another one that's on the, like, fake bit side of things. Piano, I said piano. Right. Nothing else in the queue at the moment, but, you know what? Since we're here, why not? Yaladre, like see more synth stuff. Yeah, I mean, having more like non-piano could be interesting, and I definitely think the direction they've gone with some of the like the fake bit style tracks is a really smart choice. Yeah, I could have sworn that was original. I didn't realize that was actually a story song. Huh. to know. Ooh, that's gonna be a ton of fun. Thank you, Ashura. So we've got a request block on deck. For right now, though, nothing else in the queue. Let's see if we can get Tchaikovsky finished off in terms of our no plays and redownloads. And again, appreciate y'all being here. Hope folks are enjoying the stream and, more importantly, having a good early half of the week. Yeah, 2 more for Tchaikovsky. He'll be through. Nice. Yeah, definitely about 2/3 of the way through the catalog, I think. Good stuff. Yeah, let's be brave. Also, Soda Fujimori set for Nostalgia is a really good pick because a lot of interesting exclusives too. I figured some of them would have crossed over to DDR by now, but like Urban Life, Manhattan Tapioca, I believe are all still a Nostalgia exclusive. I'm amazed that was as clean as it was, especially about 2/3 in, all of the upward, essentially glissandos on the xylophone. I'm really happy with how that went. Yeah, just shy of the S, hot damn. Mark that for highlights. Right. Yeah, DDR or 2DX. Yeah, true, Ashra. Wonderland is the newest. Yeah, like there's a lot of the crossover events, like even the older ones, like Bimani Academy, but beyond that, there isn't a whole bunch of crossover. But I'm surprised that at least between Nostalgia and Poppin', anyways, that there isn't more crossover, because there's a lot of overlap for those two. But yeah, it's unfortunate. Speaking of events, looks like we still haven't done the for the baseball cross event with Prem. Haven't gotten that redownloaded. So let's do that, and then we'll toggle back to the last Tchaikovsky song. Played this a while back. Ooh, just shy of the S. But yeah, maybe with the new Poppin', we might see some more crossover between that and Nostalgia. Only time will tell. Nice! Glad to get that over the finish line. Yeah, love is a lot of things, but yeah, I'm not so sure about it being a beanball, but I mean, prim is gonna prim, so. Ooh, almost 38 on recital. A little surprised Mash Cat wasn't more upset at us. We'll take it though. So I believe there's one Tchaikovsky left. Then we've got a few other Bimanis here, and then at that point I think we'll be just about done with the T's. Well, I could be wrong. Oh, looks like we might have some tag up ahead. Yeah, that we do. Ooh, that's gonna be fun though. Wish she'd make up her mind whether it's a beanball or spaceball. Well played, Tuali. slightly upset about that combo drop about 2/3 in. Oh, it is what it is. Noted Chrono Circle contributor tag. Like, on the one hand, like, yeah, it's sad to see some artists leaving Konami, and on the other, it might be for the greater good, but we'll have to wait and see. Ooh. Much cleaner than I was expecting. Take a 39 on Recital. Right. So at this point, I think there's like one or two other songs before we start getting into some of the no-play tags. Let's take a look here. As we get that song queued up. Again, appreciate you all being here. Just about a half past the hour. So we got about 30 minutes before the hour. About 30 minutes before we take our next stretch break. Ooh, I've heard about this. Let's see, what do we have on the 9? Ooh, an 86. Hot damn. This is probably going to be an experience. But again, whether you've been saying hi in chat, lurking and vibing, or if you've been with me on the VOD or on YouTube, really do appreciate you being here, making me part of your day. For anyone new to the stream, please don't be afraid to ask any questions. Helping folks get into these games or get more involved in the music game community, huge part of why I stream. Ooh, almost. Yeah, I could definitely see why if we played that a while back, we had such a rough time with it. Good chart, though. Just surprisingly aggressive, especially with some of its switch-ups. Not bad at all. Alright. So we've got time for, I want to say, like 3, maybe 4 more songs. And then at that point, we'll be kicking off our first block of the stream. We have a sort of Fujimori block on deck from Ashura. So let's see. We can probably get into tag at that point before we kick off that block. Assuming no other requests come in. I don't remember this song at all. 92 on Expert? You know what? Let's be brave. Yeah, those upper trills or like 3-note flourishes, so aggressive. Gorgeous song though. Yeah, I'm surprised Mash Cat isn't more upset. We'll take that. Whew. Alright, so 2, maybe 3 more songs. Then we'll kick off that block. Come on, client. There we go. So yeah, now we're into tag, which is going to get real colorful real quick. Let's go for Punisher. Suppose we haven't played the heart of this yet. Yeah, on the one hand, I keep wondering if, like, something's dropping input around this range. On the other, it's likely me just needing to get better with left-hand travel. Whew. Solid song. Then again, tag and pawn. No surprises. Oof. Only 2 misses and just 16 goods. Nice, nice. Or 16 justs, rather. Very nice. Alright. So I think we'll do... Yeah, we'll do 2 more. And then we'll kick off that Soda Fujimori block. Also, it's just about 20 minutes before the hour. So we've got roughly 20 minutes before we take our next stretch break. Again, appreciate you all being here. Hope folks are enjoying the stream and, more importantly, having a good early half of the week. And appreciate you making me a part of it. Nice. Yeah, such good work. Like, it really is a shame that he left Bimani, but again, might be for the greater good, but gonna have to wait and see on that, I think. Nice. Take that. Oh yeah, so we'll squeeze in one more, and then at that point we'll kick off our first song block of the night. That should take us up to our next stretch break rather nicely. For right now, we'll do one more no play. Get one more, or rather a re-download, I should say. Let's do Starlight Fantasia. Let's see what we have on. Oof, that's an 89. Kind of want to take it easy for now, so let's go after the hard. Yeah, that's kind of the nice thing, because I didn't realize it, but I sorted by artist as opposed to title. So yeah, we've had like a mini Nekomata block, Tchaikovsky, now Tag. It's been kind of nice. bad. A couple of those, either, like, paired or tripled up 16ths towards the end were a little on the mean side, but nothing some practice won't fix. But yeah, I didn't do it intentionally, Asher, but I started doing an entire playthrough of the game just to get all my re-downloads and no-plays taken care of. I didn't realize at first I sorted by artist, but it made for some nice, like, overall, like, thematic transitions between the content. So yeah, no complaints. Alright, so it is 15 minutes before the hour. About 15 minutes roughly before we take our next stretch break. But for right now, it's time for us to kick off our first song block of the evening. So we have a Sota Fujimori block from Ashura. Reverse order. We've got, let's see. I forget if that's... Oh, that's... I can't quite get the katakana, but it's also super small on my dash. But then Wonderland, Tapioca, Manhattan. And up first, got Urban Life. Go. Again, surprised at how many of these are still nostalgia exclusive. Like, I know some of them don't quite cross over to, like, let's say, like, Poppin' or 2DX, but I could easily see some of these in, like, DDR or Dance for Stardom. Right, love Kiddo Splash. Thank you, Ashura. Some of the rhythm in the middle of that I just could not lock into. Good stuff, though. Let's see. Up next, we've got Manhattan, which is 4710. Honestly, I'm surprised that was a 39 for recital. Felt a lot looser than that. Take it, though. One down, 4 to go in the Sota block, and again, Ashura. Much obliged. Good stuff. And again, such atypical stuff too for Soda, although it's a little bit more on like the funk side of things, and given to Kind Lady and With You, not too much of a surprise. It's just been a bit. I'm trying to remember if he also did Can Be Real as well, which wouldn't surprise me. All right, so 2 down, 3 to go in the block. Up next, we've got Tapioca. Might be my favorite out of the 5 in the block, but we'll have to see, because I don't have really strong memory on Love Kiru Splash, but we'll get there eventually. And again, Ashura, much obliged for the block. Let's see, 611. Such a clean song. Good stuff. Alright, so 3 down, 2 to go in the Soda Fujimori block. And again, Ashura, much obliged. And again, thank you all so much for being here. And we've had a few folks in chat. Got a number of folks getting their lurk on, as always. Doesn't matter how you're here, including if you've been with me on the VOD or on YouTube. Really do appreciate it. Again, if there is anybody new to the stream, first off, wonderful to have you here. But also, please don't be afraid to ask any questions. Each part of why I stream is to help folks either get into these games or just get more involved in the music game community. So, 2 more to go in the Soda block. Then at that point, it should be a couple minutes past the hour. We'll take our next stretch break. So next, we've got Wonderland. Let's see, that is a 592. Let's be brave. I'll take an S on sight read, sure. Especially for an expert chart, too. Fantastic. Yeah, much better than I was expecting. I think that's either combo or dynamics. Not sure which cat we upset, but it wasn't Mash Cat, surprisingly enough. Very nice. Alright. So, last but not least in the block, we've got Love Kira Splash, which I'm honestly not remembering. Let's see. Bimani 2. Here we are. Right, the song. Oh, this song's adorable. I think Tapioca still wins out as my favorite for the block, but this ain't too shabby either. Let's go. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a breather. Nice! Little upset about that combo break, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, good stuff. Much obliged for that block, Asher. Appreciate it. And hey, Withern! Wonderful to see you as well! Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Appreciate you making me a part of it. So we just finished up our first song block of the night. With that, it's a couple minutes past the hour. So, maybe it's been a while since you've last stood up, walked around, gotten some water. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I invite you to join me. And remember, folks, if there's someone that you haven't heard from in a while, even just a simple message of, hey, how are you doing? Could be a world of difference. So, please be sure that you're checking in on the folks that you care about. And I'll see all of you wonderful folks in 180 seconds. Alright, welcome back everybody! Before we jump into more songs and shenanigans, again, thank you all so much for being here. As always, whether you've been saying hi in chat, working and vibing, or if you've been with me on the VOD or on YouTube, really do appreciate you being here, making me a part of your day. And for anyone that might be new to the stream, first off, wonderful to have you. But also, please don't be afraid to ask any questions. A huge part of why I stream is to help folks either get into these games or just get more involved with the music game community. So we just wrapped up a Soda Fujimori block, and again, Asher, much obliged. Thank you. And also, Wyvern, appreciate you stopping in for heading out for some board game shenanigans. Best of luck. So we are heading into the last hour of the stream. I do want to wrap up at about 9 o'clock Eastern, roughly 50 minutes from now. Plenty of time between now and then, though, so let's slap some more keys, shall we? No other requests in the queue at the moment, so we'll continue on our re-download and no-play journey. We're about 2/3 of the way through the catalog, and we were right in the middle of the tease getting into a tag. Let's see. And folks do want to request a song. Requests are open. Just hit the hexagon near chat to get started. I have heard from some folks that channel points on Twitch literally right now might be having trouble. So if anyone's having trouble putting a request in, just let me know in chat. So there were 2 combo drops there. The last one, yeah, that was my fault, but the first one, Judge? It's probably me just needing to be better with my left-hand travel and control, but it's also part of why we're doing all of the re-downloads and no-plays, because part of that is to get in shape, or at least better shape anyways. Ooh, 39.6 for recital? Hot damn! No, we did well. I didn't think we did that well, though. Woo! See, I think there might be 1 or 2 more tag songs for re-downloads. Let's find out. Yeah, we've got just one, then we get into Taka and Soda. Nice. So we tried the expert of this at some point. Oof, that's an 84. Oh, and the hard's a 9. Usually there's a little bit more disparity between hard and expert. Okay. Yeah, let's just stick to the hard for now. That's fine. Yeah, once we've gotten everything re-downloaded or at least not no-played, then we'll do some failing forward. For now, let's just do Piano Cats and chill. I could have sworn that... So I know that song, but I thought that started with a D. I thought it was Denbarodium. I know it's the name of an orchid. Unless I'm misremembering. There's the new Spirit standalone. Nice! Yeah, definitely let me know about that, Wyvern. And hey, Flaming Mangoes! Wonderful to see you! Hope you're doing well. So that ticking noise, that's a metronome. So for, often when you're practicing or even like outside of a performance space, like playing piano, it's not uncommon to have a metronome assisting you. Like when I was growing up and like, you know, originally with aspirations to be a pianist, like, yeah, a metronome was on in the background for a good chunk of my life. So in Nostalgia, it is optional, but it is also on by default. You can turn it off, and it actually has its own separate volume. There's the background track, there's the key sounds, and then there's the metronome itself. You can actually have it, you know, louder or lower, and there's a couple different metronomes as well. Let's see, I'm just quickly taking a look at... Alright. Yeah, Alstromeria. I could have sworn that this started with a D. I must be thinking of a different, tag song. Now I'm wondering, what song am I thinking of? Okay, it is Dendrobium. Yeah, right, that's from Penduel. Okay. Huh. And hey! Ikan-san! Wonderful to see you as well! I hope you and Flaming Mangoes have been well. What is it for, though? It's for keeping tempo. There are a lot of songs in Nostalgia that have sections that are rubato, which is sections that can sway based on emotion, so it's like a very slight slowdown. Not quite like an accelerando or a retardando, where it's like a measured speed increase or decrease. But there are some sections where it like just kind of wavers a little bit in tempo, or there are like full-on tempo changes, and the metronome really helps you lock in and keep on track with it. Again, like, this isn't real piano per se, but again, that piano background I have, like, the fact that option is there, I am incredibly grateful for it, because it is super, super helpful. Before we jump into the next song, we'll dive into options for a moment to illustrate it a bit. Oof, uber treffend. Yeah, so we'll play this because we need to re-download it, but yeah, we'll, let's be brave. We'll do it on hard. But yeah, Mangoes, Pecan, wonderful to see you both. Hope you've been well. Appreciate you making me a part of your Tuesday. So, Mangoes, to further answer your question and just to dive into the metronome a little more. So this is the option screen. Typical stuff for a music game. We've got your scroll speed, speed mods, timing options, etc. Then for the sound, so we have your key sound, which is the literal notes you're playing. The backing track. Makes sense. And then the rhythm guide, or the metronome. Now, Nostalgia, on the arcade, everything on the screen is a touchscreen, which is why I'm using a mouse for the Konaste version. Otherwise, I could literally just be tapping the screen for all this. In the lower right, there's that metronome icon. You can also just tap it mid-song to turn it on and off. But again, for the metronome, there's a few different options. But that first option that we're on, this is the kind of traditional metronome. It's what I'm used to as well. But yeah, for keeping time and keeping on rhythm, especially again for some of those either like rubato sections or just like really quiet transitional sections, it keeps you on pace. Yeah, that is a very ambitious hard chart. If it wasn't for note width target, that could easily slip into some expert charts. Metronome by default makes sense. It's on by default and pop-in is less than ideal. Yeah, that's what I've heard. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, Mangoes. And again, great question. Appreciate you asking. But yeah, it is on by default. But I know that a lot of folks that do play Nostalgia, piano backgrounds or not, often have it on in some form, even if it's one of the different styles as opposed to just the traditional one. But especially with some of the classical pieces where there really are swells or sways in tempo, or there's just full-on periods of silence as part of the classical arrangements just jump from one section to a next for the edit for the game. It's just really helpful for keeping on pace. Yeah, more than welcome. Thank you for asking. You know what? let's actually play a relatively quieter song before we continue the re-download quest, because talking about the Rubato stuff, let's do... Yeah, let's do Debussy's Prelude. So let's see, that's a classical 3. I'll answer that in just a second, Mangoes. So yeah, like in that song, especially in the opening, you could hear that there were some really minor sways in tempo. And usually if you were playing that on piano, you would just, as a performer, manage that yourself, because, you know, it's just you. But for the sake of a music game, where, you know, accuracy is a thing, having that to better gauge exactly how it's swing is incredibly helpful. And have I bought any of the packs? Yes, for both 2DX and Nostalgia, I own all of the song packs. I don't have all of the song packs for Lively, just because I'm still kind of playing that, you know, for funsies, so to say, not quite as a dedicated main game. Right. So, no requests in the queue at the moment, so we'll continue on our either no play or re-download quest. Get everything back on the hard drive. About 2/3, I'd say maybe at this point even 3/4 of the way through, which is pretty nice. Kind of surprised we haven't played this yet. I could have sworn we played all of the Imani Academy songs. Let's get in there. And if anybody does want to request a song, requests are open. Just hit the hexagon near chat. I have heard from a few folks that Twitch might be having channel point troubles. So if you are trying to request something and you're not able, just let me know in chat. Be happy to make things happen. The different modes. Oh, I'd be happy to answer that, Mangoes. We'll do this song first, and then, yeah, be happy to break that down. Very clever work by Red Glasses, doing that arrangement. Good stuff. So, Flaming Mangoes is asking a really good question. So, they're wondering about the difference between the different modes in Nostalgia, namely, like recital mode versus regular. So, if you were playing in the arcade, when you do stuff, like, pass songs or, get new grades, etc., there's an in-game currency called NOS, N-O-S. And that NOS is what you use for unlocking new charts, especially for, brand new songs that have just come out. Now, in the Konaste version, there is no unlocking. Either you have a song, and you've got all of the available difficulties for it, or you don't. And I bring that up because in the arcade version, if you're playing in recital mode, that enables the cats that you see on screen at the moment. Normally your score is based out of 1 million, and it's just pure accuracy. There's no combo that affects it. It's just number. It's kind of similar to 2DX for EX score. Same idea. However, in recital mode, you also have this recital score based out of 40. Each of these 4 cats is judging you on something. I forget which one is exactly doing what. I know this upper right one here is for mashing. 2 of them are based on accuracy in terms of your literal timing and not missing notes. One is mashing, so if the target is 4 notes wide and you hit one to the left of that target or one to the right, that's when you'll see those red hexagons showing up on my judgment line. I'm kind of fat fingering it essentially. Mashing pisses off Mash Cat. And then last but not least, there are dynamics, or playing softly or loudly, or hitting the keys gently or, very quickly. You'll notice when I'm playing, there are sections with a very large blue background, or with a bright yellow background, and my judgments will go from being justs to elegance. During those sections, blue and yellow, you need to either play softly or loudly. And an elegant means that not only are you hitting it with just timing, you're also hitting it with the appropriate dynamic. Now, in the arcade, there is a 5th cat that also judges your song choice. Are you picking all classical songs? Do your songs flow from one to the next, thematically? And then the reason you would play in recital mode is it gets you a lot more NOS. It's basically a way to get in-game currency quicker, but it is a little trickier. In the Konaste version, again, no NOS, so why not? When I am choosing songs, at the bottom of the songbook, there's two buttons. I believe it's green and orange. We'll see them in a second. That's where I'm choosing if I want to play in regular mode or recital mode. Since I've got quite literally nothing to lose by playing in recital mode, and to be honest, I think it's more fun, then why not? So if I just have regular mode highlighted, the green button, you'll now notice for Empathetic, the song I just played, it's just showing a score out of 1,000,000, and then it mentions a grade. Grade is like DJ points. It's, a measure of how much of the game you've played and how good you are. But if we switch over to recital mode, now it changes to a recital grade and then a different combined grade. So the score you get in recital mode is a mixture of your accuracy and your recital score combined. Now, when you do play in recital mode, let's say I get a 950,000, which is an S. Whether I get it in regular mode or recital mode, that's still an S grade as far as accuracy, and it will save as such. The only thing recital mode adds in is that extra judgment, by those 4 cats, and a slightly different performance grade as a result. But yeah, it's a really good question, because this is one of the few Konaste games where a game mode has an entirely different function than what does in arcade, because, again, for here, it's just more difficulty, essentially. But it doesn't affect your pass-fail, it doesn't affect your overall, out of 1,000,000 score, it just affects your ending grade number, which, again, is kind of like DJ points. But it is tracked separately. That song I just played, that score, I got 61.95 grade on it. In recital, it was worth 52.87, but it is tracked separately. But yeah, hope that answers your question. If you are further curious about it, if you do have the Nostalgia client, because you can download it for free, from this front menu here, there's a couple of tutorials. And this last one here, this last purple button right near the start, goes over recital a little bit more in depth and visually demonstrates it. But the explanation I just gave is, well, basically everything. Alright, so again, much obliged for that question. Before we further jump into chat or other songs, just a quick reminder, just about half past the hour. We've got roughly 25 minutes before the hour, so we've got about that much time before we start wrapping up the stream, because I do want to wrap up at about 9. However, if you have not yet, please do consider requesting songs. I just want to make sure no one misses out on that opportunity. And again, if you're having trouble, let me know in chat, because I have had some folks let me know that channel points, in general on Twitch today, have been having trouble. So let's get our next song ready, and then we'll catch up on chat and move forward. Here we go. Ooh, Zekbach. Let's go. 96 of this last time. Alright. As we get this song loaded, again, whether you've been saying hi in chat, lurking and vibing, or if you've been with me on the VOD or on YouTube, thank you so much for making me a part of your day. Really do appreciate it. And for anyone new to the stream, please don't be afraid to ask any questions. Helping folks get into these games or more involved with the music community is a huge part of why I stream. So we'll play this Zekbach song, and then I'll triple check on those other questions that just came in. For now... Nice! And again, very clever arrangement. I forget if that was Red Glasses or someone else. Let's see. Huh. I'm not sure who did that arrangement. I'm kind of curious if it's, on Remy. Ah, so it is. It's Rei Narita, but it looks like that might be the only arrangement they've done, which is really unfortunate. Huh. Catching up on chat. Really hope Opus 4 comes out soon. Yeah, because it's been a while. Let's see. It was... When did Opus 3 come out? That was... December of 2019, so it's been a couple of years, but also, like, you know, pandemic, lockdown, etc. So I wouldn't be surprised if that might have delayed things, but yeah, I am hoping that we do get an Opus 4. I know that, for the fan base for Nostalgia, it's not as large as some of the other games, but it is very dedicated, and that matches up with what I've seen for folks that try this game, and also myself included. Like, you know right away either if you are super into this, or if it's not your jam at all. And on that point, like, if it is your thing, it's really your thing. Ooh. Alright. Let's be brave and go right for the expert. Still a little nervous about expert because of the narrower note targets, but gotta get used to it at some point. And Mangoes, do I think Konami will continue? Yeah, I mean, here's the other thing, is that we have the Konaste client, and that came out over the pandemic. Like, I don't think they'd have the client and still be releasing music packs and content for it if it was, you know, just gonna be, getting abandoned. But, you never know. Oof, I will take an S on sight read, especially for an expert chart. Fantastic! Because again, that slightly narrower note target makes so much difference. Just quickly marking that for highlights. fantastic. Much better than expected. And hey, Melissra! Wonderful to see you. Hope you're doing well. Music really good. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to stream that at some point. Because I had a couple folks, like, make trombone jokes, and I'm like, I wasn't quite getting it, and then later on I saw on Twitter what all the hullabaloo was about, and, yeah. Trombone Champ is amazing. People are making a whole maker. Oh, no! Oh, I imagine the Curse Controllers account is gonna have a field day soon, thanks to that. But, Melissra, wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Alright, no request in the queue at the moment, so we'll continue our re-download quest. I'm not immediately remembering this song. I forget if this is a story song or just an original. It is story. Okay. Let's go. Oh my god, using a Voltex controller to play trombone, that'd be hilarious. Also, Catastrophe, wonderful to see you as well. Nice. Forget where we dropped combo, but we'll fix that at some point. For now, it's really more about just piano and chill more than anything. But yeah, Catastrophe, we recently got unemployed. Today's the start of week 2. So yeah, instead of streaming 8 to 12 in the morning, 7 days a week, we're doing a couple of weeknights and still doing Saturday and Sunday at our usual time. And yeah, Lexi's been doing really good too. I didn't post an update yet, but last night I caught her exploring. Like, she's fully going down the hallway, and also she headed downstairs once when she thought everyone was asleep. So I'm really proud of her. Yeah, wonderful to see you, Catastrophe. Hope you've been well. Alright, so it is 15 minutes before the hour. So we've got about 15 minutes before we start wrapping up. And again, if anyone does want to request something and hasn't yet already, requests are open for a reason. However, a couple folks have told me that channel points on Twitch might be having trouble. So if anyone is trying to request something and the system's giving you grief, just yell at me in chat. Be happy to make that happen for you. I'm just repeating myself on that note because 15 minutes from now, once we hit the hour, if there are any requests still in the queue, happily play through all of them. But if not, might play 1 or 2 more songs and then we'll wrap up at that point. My name is Ezra. Thank you so much for the resub. Oh, actually, no, I'm actually misreading that notice. That is a 6-month sub. Thank you so much. That is very kind of you. Pay for Trombone Hero. Like, I do want to stream it at some point. I just need to figure out when and how. There's another stream I've been wanting to do, which is me doing a bunch of games with my 2DX controller that I really shouldn't be using the 2DX controller for, and I want to try to really genre bend as much as I can. So I'm pretty sure we'll be doing a Fantasy Strike or a Fighter at some point. Just need to figure out a few other things as well. So, next, I'm not sure if I've played this. Let's take a look. I've got a request from Catastrophe for Truth Behind You. That's a Imani 4712. There we are. Oh, it was up next on our No Plays anyways. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember this, like, at all. Oof, those are pretty low grades, so that must be an old play. Let's get in there! Catastrophe, much obliged, as always. Just some sheep for September. Yeah, there aren't too many folks I'm subbed to, just because, you know, unemployment, trying to get out of debt, but yeah, I've always done the bulk subscriptions for the discount. Nice. Yeah, as soon as we got to the chorus, I'm like, yeah, now I'm remembering this. And yeah, from Poppin'. I'm trying to remember if that did get crossed over to anything else. I think that might just be Poppin', maybe. Yeah, just Poppin' and Nostalgia. Yeah, much obliged for that reminder, Catastrophe. Yeah, that song's really good. Also, Melezra saying that you're saving your requests for Trombone Hero. I have a 50-point song request, and it's there so that everyone, newcomers and regulars alike, can always request something every stream. Everybody gets a super cheap request every stream because I always want to make sure I can play something for everybody. But if you, rather wait till next time or otherwise just keep on, chilling and vibing, yeah, you do you, fam. Not yet, but it should. Yeah, I'm hoping with the new Poppin' that's coming out, we might see some more crossovers, both into Poppin' and out. And then we were talking about this earlier in the stream. Like, Nostalgia doesn't have a whole lot of crossovers, but like it is a really focused game in terms of its sound direction. So like not showing up in 2DX and DDR, yeah, sure, I get that. But I'm surprised there isn't more crossover between Nostalgia and Poppin', because a lot of stuff in this would easily slip into Poppin' without too much trouble. It's almost like the sound director for Nostalgia was the sound director of Poppin' for literally decades. I don't know any songs from the games. Okay. Yeah, don't let that stop you. There is the list or song list if you want to see what's in the game, but half of the requests I get are open-ended. Like, it's, what's song name we have at home, or like, similar like open-ended lateral thinking puzzles essentially. So yeah, the main thing is if there's something you want to hear, even if you're not 100% sure what it would be, don't let that stop you. Yeah, I'm real curious about Unilab because latest version of Poppin' in quite some time, but oof, time will tell. Alright, so let's see, up next, and again now, Catastrophe, much obliged. So let's keep going through the no plays and re-downloads. I believe that was literally the next one we were about to do, which is kind of funny. Right, want to sort by artist. Here we go. Ooh. Really? There's some Chopin we haven't played yet? Or, at least since we've, re-downloaded Client? Yeah, let's go. So the arcade version is still getting updates as well? Because, I know with the Konaste version there's been song packs in the, monthlies. Good to know that the arcade is still getting regularly updated, too. And hey, Mama Cat Lady! Wonderful to see you! Gorgeous stuff. Yeah, Mama Cat Lady, wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. So, since Mama Cat Lady's here, it means that, it's time to play Garden. Ooh. Don't immediately remember which song that is. Let me triple check Malesra. Oh, Takata and Fugue! Right. Yeah, my katakana isn't super strong. Yeah, the arrangement that has in this is actually really clever. It starts up as a traditional organ piece, and then it transitions. But first, Mama Cat Lady's here, so we'll play Garden, and then we'll chase that with some good old Johann S.B. And talking about songs that crossed over, really surprised that finally Garden got out of 2DX and into something else, and really appropriate game for it to cross over to as well. Such a good song. Such a good song. I'm so glad Bimani let Whack take the risk that he did of slipping that into Happy Sky, because it was a bunch of electro with a jazz standard snuck in. Such good stuff. Always happy to play that, Mama Cat Lady. Appreciate you being here. Alright, so we are just hitting the hour mark. So again, if anybody hasn't yet requested something, making sure that folks don't miss their opportunity. Otherwise, we've got one more in the queue from Malesra, and then there's one or two songs I'll probably play for funsies. But after that, if no other requests have come in, at that point we'll be wrapping up the stream, looking for someone to raid and all that nonsense. But for right now, Malesra's asking for a classical song. So let's see, this is classical 5710. Alright, as we get Takata and Fugue loaded, again, thank you all so much for being here. Again, whether you've been saying hi in chat, lurking and vibing, or if you've been with me on the VOD or on YouTube, really do appreciate you being here and making me a part of your day. Thank you so much. And I know that we are going to be wrapping up soon, but again, if you are new to the stream, welcome, but also please don't be afraid to ask any questions. A huge part of why I stream is helping folks either get into these games or just get more involved with the music game community. Yeah, such a clever arrangement. Again, that when it decides to transition and then going into more of a rock arrangement, just so smart. Same for a lot of other songs that get crossed over into nostalgia. They might originally come from like DDR or 2DX where they're more techno heavy and either certain synths are replaced with piano or they just get completely rearranged altogether. It's one of my favorite things about this game. Yeah, much obliged for that, Melezra. Konaste and Fugue. Love it, Azure. Also wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I saw that link about Fear Mix. I haven't been able to look at it yet, but I am very excited. Probably going to be queuing that up once we wrap the stream. And speaking of which, again, if anybody does want to request something, we are entering that time of the stream where if nothing else comes into the queue, we'll start wrapping up. I do have one, maybe two songs I want to play for funsies. We'll use that as our last chance window for anything else to come in. Then at that point, we'll have our Rainy Waltz, and then find someone to raid and all that nonsense. For right now, though, I know there's one song I've been kind of a fan of recently that I haven't played yet. I forget if it was Oven 3. There we are. Love this song from Poppin'. Such a good arrangement for nostalgia, but it's red glasses, so no surprises. Let's just play the hard for funsies. Ooh, if you're a fan of like classic rock and prog rock, ooh, I've got something to tell you. Such a good song. But quickly catching up on chat, Azure. Yeah, I've seen a lot of folks on Twitter, putting this politely, losing their goddamn minds over Fear Mix this year. So I am hoping to get caught up at some point. Ooh. Also, Melezra, so if you're a fan of like older rock, and if you're a fan of prog rock, if you haven't looked into it, and I know that you're kind of newish to Bimani, there's a series called Gitadora, which is like guitar and drum mania, or drums shortened. And it's a series that's been out for years. Originally it was Guitar Freaks and Drum Mania. It's kind of what predated Rock Band and Guitar Hero by about a decade. But it's just all prog rock. Just absolutely amazing prog rock. So if that's something that you have never heard of, highly recommend taking a look into the series in general, especially if you can find like a playlist for the soundtracks on YouTube. it is an amazing game, and it is just all original prog rock. Here is the Remy Wiki link. Some Drain Percussion Freaks. Yeah, no, Yaladre was in here earlier, who requested Constantino in Blue, and with mentioning Gitadora, I think we'll do either at least 100 seconds or something similar. Also, Gangplate, wonderful to see you. Hope you've been well. Appreciate you tuning in, saying hi, and making me part of your day. So we'll do a Gitadora shout out as our next song, but then after that, if no other requests have come into the queue, then at that point we'll be wrapping up. I apologize for the repetition, just doing my best to ring the bell for last call. Yeah, let's do at least 100. Let's see. There you are. And again, much like Concertino in Blue, such a good candidate for, like, a mascot of this entire series. Just incredibly good work. Such a good song. Toss me on Discord. Yeah, absolutely, Malaysia. Yeah, always happy to get more folks into the fold. But yeah, again, if you're a fan of like either classical rock or prog rock, like literally, there's an entire like song library for the past 20 years that's waiting for you to check it out. But yeah, I'll toss you a link. And yeah, worth mentioning. If there is a link you want to toss in chat, Azure, go for it. But yeah, every year around this time, there's a step in like content creation contest held in the DDR and Step Mania community called Fear Mix for you know, songs that may or may not be a little more on the spoopy side. And last year had a lot of really good entries and like just positivity, and this year is just blowing it out of the water. All right. So at this point, no other requests in the queue. So I think at this point we will go and play our last song before we wrap up the stream and find someone to raid. I'd love to linger on longer because we've had a few folks just join in, but unfortunately I'm not streaming in the middle of the day, and then I have my rest of the day ahead of me. I do have to inhale dinner and get ready for bed at some point, so... So again, when we're streaming 2DX, we end with Last Burning, but for Poppin' and Nostalgia, probably one of my top 5, if not top 3, all-time Bimani songs. Absolutely love Remember Remember. And the Bimani Symphony treatment which we've got here is just gorgeous. I believe technical showcase is still a thing. Azure would actually be able to potentially better answer that than I would. But good question, Gangplate. I'll have to check if an answer doesn't show up in chat. Such a good song. Yeah, and that was my guess as well, Azure, for technical showcases, that if it's not still going in the exact same name, it might have absorbed into or become a part of some other similar ongoing events. I believe that's the situation as well. All right. So, just one miss, and that would have been pianistic otherwise. Hot damn. Nice. All right. So that is going to be the stream for today. Again, thank you all so much for being here. As always, whether you've been saying hi in chat, lurking and vibing, or if you've been with me on the VOD or on YouTube, really do appreciate you making me all a part of your day. Thank you so, so much. So I'll be live next tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing more song requests and chill, but we'll be switching over to Poppin' Lively. Again, with the new schedule, we're doing our usual time of 8 a.m. to 12 Saturday and Sunday. And then weeknights, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And the weeknights are shuffling up between 2DX, Poppin', and Nostalgia. And the weekends right now are just 2DX, but I want to try and get the other games mixed into those as well. Still figuring out the new schedule because we're only a week and a half into it. But before we do find someone to raid, again, thank you all so much for being here. I do want to take a moment to thank everybody that did de-lurk and say hi. As always, I track all of this midstream, so if I do miss anyone or anything, please forgive me, but without further ado, let's get started. Right at the top of the stream, Princess Mexico, wonderful to see you again. Hope you've been well, and also Ruben, appreciate you stopping in, saying hi. Congrats on the recent progress in 2DX. I remember one of them was Waxing and Wanding SPA with a hard clear, which is phenomenal. Congratulations. Hypertalia, wonderful to see you again. Glad to hear you've been well. Ashera, appreciate you being here, and I know you've also been a big help as far as trying to hype up the schedule change on Twitter and tuning in and saying hi. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Twali, Wonderful to see you as always. Lambo, I know you've headed off for your Tetris tournament match. Fingers crossed that that went well. And again, glad to hear that you and Moonbonaro are doing well. Cuvelia, always wonderful to have our favorite healer in chat. Hope you've been well. Jamich, appreciate you tuning in. Saying hi as always. Euladre, talking about Gidadora a moment ago. Wonderful to have you here. Hope that Gidadora unlock grind recently has been going well. Wyvern, appreciate you tuning in and saying hi as well. Excited to hear if there's been any updates to Spirit Island. Flaming Mangoes, also Pecan Sand, wonderful to see you both. Appreciate you both stopping in, and fantastic questions, Mangoes. Really do appreciate it. Melezra, wonderful to see you again, and also that 6-month sub. That is beyond kind of you. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. And also, thank you for asking on Lexi. So proud of how she's been doing, and yeah, we'll get a Twitter update at some point tonight for her. Again, thank you for being here. Catastrophe, wonderful to see you. Glad to hear that you've been doing well. Appreciate you stopping in. Hope the early half of the week's been treating you well. Mama Cat Lady, always good to have good vibes from you in chat. Azure, pleasure and an honor as always. And thank you for spoon feeding me some of the highlights for Fear Mix this year. Because, yeah, juggling the new stream schedule and new job, it's been a little hectic on my end. Much obliged. And, of course, more importantly, hope you're doing well. And last but not least, Gangplate, appreciate you stopping in again. Hope you've been doing well. So that should be everything and everyone. If I did miss anything, my apologies. But for now, let's refresh Twitch and find someone to raid. So again, we'll be live next tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing some more request and chill with Pop and Lively. But for now, let's see whom to raid. So a couple of usual suspects live. Just trying to determine whom I haven't raided recently. And yeah, I think we'll go say hi to Jamich. I forgot that Tuesday is when Jamich usually does Crossbeats. So right now, Jamich is live with some Crossbeats Rev Sunrise. Amazing touchscreen music game that came out with Capcom and Naoki. Just unfortunately didn't survive nearly as long as it deserved to. So again, until next time, everyone, please take care, be safe, whether next time is tomorrow or otherwise. And for now, let's all go say hi to Jamich. Cheers, everybody.